What's up?
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome to the fuck, start this over. Yo, what's up, everybody? That was one of the worst intros we've ever done because Nick's on his phone, Alex cut me off, and guess what? I'm wearing a shirt that I wore in a sketch 3 years ago. This is the We Out Here MMA, not podcast, but show. But I believe after some consultation with some producers, I think we're going to make this a podcast as well for all you car drivers out there, so you don't get in accidents watching YouTube.
Which producers were you talking about?
Kevin Feige.
James Knight.
No way.
Wait,
Kevin Feige.
Is one called James Knight? Is there a producer James Knight?
I think that's an NBA player.
Oh shit! Hey, shout out James Knight.
Hey, shout out.
Alex, why do you sound so far?
Am I far? My bad.
Yeah. Get closer to the mic, bro. Jesus.
Am I not close enough or what?
Who cares, dude?
Go a little closer. Farther back.
A little farther away.
A little closer.
yeah?
A little closer.
Oh yeah, let's all do it. Yeah, Gabriel only added Nick's.
Oh, come on, dude. That's not fair.
Guys, welcome to the We Out Here MMA not podcast, but show. We've got a couple things for you today. We've got oh my god, we have 2 fight cards to talk about to recap because we took a break because Nick, as you can tell from his shirt, was in Hawaii.
No, it was Gilbert. Gilbert was in Hawaii. Let's give a round of applause for Gilbert for being in Kauai.
What fighter is that? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Holly Holm.
Yep, Alex got it right. Holly Holm.
I was gonna say Ronda Rousey.
Dude, Holly Holm does. Yeah, I just realized in every fight she will.
It's not yells. It's called key eyes.
She'll Kia in every single strike,
Ki.
and she's a boxer too, which is interesting. Because
She did it with
boxers-
boxers too. What are you
Boxers
talking
don't.
about?
No, but boxers don't really do that, do they? They're more like.
Shoot
They're
it
more
out.
like
It's more like sa 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 like that. That's more like what it is. What it
Hey,
should be actually.
what's the deal with your arm definition these days?
With whose?
I don't know.
Alex's?
Alex is wearing a shirt. I'm talking about you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shit. Oh, he kind of.
You mean the lack of? You mean the lack of? Come
That's
on.
what I'm-
Oh,
That's
he
what
kind of jacked.
That's what I'm
My
commenting on.
my muscles are atrophying.
How are you guys doing? People want
I
to
don't know.
know.
It's been a while.
People want to know about your thoughts on COVID.
We've had a couple
scary,
scares, and dude, it's like everyone is getting it.
Is it like the happening? Yeah.
At the beginning of the pandemic, it was like, oh, I know so and so, like 3 cousins down got COVID, but now it's like
We know
people in your immediate circle are getting it. Like Gilbert, let's give a round of applause for him.
I don't have it, but you're right. There are immediate people that I know. Is that the way to say
are
that
starting to
sentence?
get it.
There are immediate people that I know.
Immediate.
Yeah, you know some immediate people, so you know that's just like your circle of friends. Whatever. Who cares? COVID's
Not real.
caused by 5G anyway, so.
Yeah.
Let's just-
Ooh,
Don't wear your mask. You're a sheep if you wear a mask.
say that one more time, but like have more umph. Do it the way Nick would do it if he was confronted at a Phil's Coffee by someone for not wearing a mask.
if you wear a mask.
Yeah, somebody yelled at me when I was at Phil's Coffee because I was sitting outside.
Yeah.
There's outdoor dining. I'm on my computer eating a very good turkey egg sandwich that has great macros. You know what I mean? High protein, lower fat.
Heavy
it's a
carb,
good amount
heavy
of
carb,
moderate
though.
carbs. No, it's not. It's like 30 grams of carbs, bro. Come on.
Whoa.
Anyway, so this guy started yelling at me, saying that I need to put on my mask while I'm literally sitting
Outside
outdoors eating. And it's like, come on, man.
I just
And he
feel
said,
bad
"Put
for
your-"
Nick at that point. Nick, my boy Nick's trying to enjoy a meal and shit, bro.
I was
Like,
like, dog.
Did I call that also privilege? Some people can't even have meals.
yeah, there's people in
shit.
Africa that can't even sit at Phil's Coffee and eat a meal, turkey sandwich with high fats and low carb.
Half fast and low carbs. Half fast. You sound like the villain in some kind of like Chinese movie. Oh, it's you. Half fast and low carbs.
No, this
All
is
right,
this
dude.
is the this is the
That's
Chinese
Nick.
thing.
Well, okay,
Whoa.
racist cam on that, dude.
Well, it depends what kind of tea that is. What is it?
He's like,
It's
it's
just straight up.
oolong. That's what he says.
He doesn't even know what
Hey.
oolong is.
I don't, but whatever they sell at the like Chinese restaurants that you go to, I drink that shit all day. This is just pepper.
Oolong.
Is that
Oolong, jasmine.
Is that gulag tea? All right, I want some gulag tea, baby.
No, that's Russian. That's Russian tea.
This
Not
is just
Russian.
I have peppermint tea and I have
Guys, what are we doing? It's not a normal podcast. This is an MMA show, not podcast. What are you doing, guys?
MMA fighters drink fucking tea, bro. Like, shit.
Do they though?
They what Michael Chandler does, and that's why he's a champion. All right, guys, let's go do a fight recap. No cap. UFC 255 a couple weeks ago as pay-per-view. Figueiredo versus Alex Perez. You guys are all about Alex Perez because he's a hometown boy, and I had the one and only Brazilian stunner.
Oh,
the
you
hairstyle.
didn't, dude.
I did.
Okay.
I had.
No, you didn't. I was the only one that picked Figgy.
Wait, isn't Alex your guy's guy? No.
I
chose
chose our
Alex.
buddy. You chose Alex, and then so did Gil.
Why would
Gabby,
I choose
can you
Alex?
replay the kip, please? Replay the kip.
She doesn't live
Replay
above
the
your screen.
clip
No.
right
so,
here.
Show a kip
And
up.
then another one right here.
Show a kip up. Okay.
I gotta stop doing that, huh?
No, people kept
I gotta stop
asking
pointing at my
Nick.
corners.
Okay, point down then. Try pointing down.
Right here.
Cool. And poof, there goes your fridge. I thought you had Perez. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
You had Perez because you're a flip flopper. Dude.
Okay, guy that doesn't wear his mask in public when he's eating. What do you think about the fight? Do you like Figueiredo? Do you think is it still just good matchup, or do you think he's the real deal? Is he going to be like the new star at flyweight? Not to take away anything from Demetrius, but like he's exciting. What do you think? Give me your thoughts. Your thoughts, Nick. Thoughts. This is Nick's thoughts.
I think anybody that gets paid in a bag of money by Dana White with 50 racks, I think he's here to stay, dude.
Wait, what was the story?
Did you see that? So he got mad that he didn't get a fight of the night bonus, I think.
That was a good submission too.
Yeah, it was a great fight in general, but like it was very dominating, you know. But yeah, he got mad, and Dana White was like, "Fuck, how do we not give him a bonus?" So then he, I think, flew over to him, or I don't know how it worked out, but he just gave him 50 racks in cash, which is pretty cool. It's a very nice gesture. So, what do you guys think about that?
Is that how you cap a story? I mean, so
This is
here's
usually-
here's
this is
the
what you
information.
do.
So here's the
I don't
information,
host.
and okay, guys.
What do you guys think about it?
Turkey's got high fats and low carbs.
Definitely not
Alex,
Yes.
Figueiredo same question to Nick. Do you see him as a new superstar? He doesn't speak English, but he is Brazilian. Brazil has finally another champion. I feel like they always need to have a champion because it's Brazil. He looks cool. He has a cool story. He's got, what is he, a hairstylist, and he's a sushi chef. I mean,
And a cow cattler.
is he really?
I think so. I think he was.
What's a cattler? Is it like
I don't know.
a cow
Like
wrangler?
They cattle.
Cut to clip.
You didn't want it, Ennis. So what we got now is Brokeback Mountain.
And that was a scene from Brokeback Mountain.
Can't put
no,
that in our show,
honestly, I
dude.
think whenever Cody goes down, I think that's gonna be a good fight. I think he can be a champ for a long time, though. Honestly, Brandon Moreno, the guy he's fighting next, is really good too.
Yeah, but he has
That's
no
gonna
shoulder.
be a banger.
He has no
Yeah.
shoulder.
No,
Who
that's
has no
Royval.
shoulder? That's Royval that has
I'm
no
kidding,
shoulder.
guys.
You gotta
I'm
watch
kidding.
more fights,
I'm
dude.
kidding.
You're not kidding.
Can I be
Stop it.
honest?
You gotta watch more
I skipped
fights.
that. I skipped that fight.
Here's the thing for David Figueroa, he has some like hard fights coming up. So like if he beats these two guys, then I'm like, yeah, he's gonna be champ for a while. But I mean, these two fights that he has coming up, if he beats Brandon, he has Cody after. I'm like, those are some hard fights that he has. So if he can beat them, then hell yeah, he's like, I mean, he already is the real deal, but he'll stay there for a while. But I don't know. I honestly, Brandon Moreno is pretty good. I'm kind of leaning towards him on that fight.
You just want to see Figueiredo lose, man.
Yeah, I want to know why, because he beat my boy
Joby.
No, fuck. Now when I want to talk about it, I'm blanking on his name. But it's my guy from South Phoenix. He even has the South Phoenix bird tattooed on his back.
Damn, you can't even remember his name.
Is he MMA Lab
I don't think he was
or
MMA
Power
Lab.
MMA? Okay.
No, he was MMA Lab. My boy John Moraga.
John
Forgot
Moraga.
about that guy.
I kept fucking forget. I was like, why am I blanking on his name right now? But that boy, he has that motherfucking South Phoenix bird tattooed on his back, baby. And he beat him. And after that, I'm like, nah, I ain't never gonna be a fan of him.
What kind of South Phoenix tattoos do you have, Alex?
None. I want to get the South Phoenix bird tattooed on me, but
Ooh, I'm gonna get a picture of
COVID.
Julio. I'm getting a picture of Julio Jones. My bad.
No, but actually Figueroa is really good, and I actually like his fight. I like his fighting style. And like I said, I just think these next 2 fights are really hard for him. So if he can get past them, then he will be champ for a long time. But if he beats Brandon, I don't see him beating Cody, but I think Brandon's going to be a pretty hard fight for him.
You keep saying Cody. I know he's talked about dropping down, but like, does Cody need to drop down to 125? I mean, I don't see why doesn't he just stay at 135?
Because he barely cuts any weight for 35. He said so. Like if he can get down to 125,
He'll be big at 125.
yeah,
dude.
he'll be big. He'll be fast. He has power. I mean, that's exactly what Figueroa has. So I mean, that's a good fight, and I think Cody can win that fight.
Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. I don't think.
I think that's the only. I think that's one of the. Well, actually, what piggybacking off what Alex said, Brandon Moreno, and that's gonna be a really tough fight for Figueiredo. There's no guarantee he's gonna get out of that, but I still got Figueiredo.
Yeah, I mean that's a hard fight for me to pick. I think Brandon can take it, but I don't know. I'm my actual official pick when that fight's gonna happen is probably gonna be Figgy because
I
he
got
has
Figgy.
dominant.
Oh, are we gonna coin that Figgy?
Figgy.
Shoot, we
I
should
think
make
people
Figgy.
call him that.
Let's make Figgy
pretty
shirts.
You guys remember that Ludacris song? Sticky, iggy, 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 ooh, ooh. Sticky.
Yeah,
Is that on
that
Chicken
was
and
my
Beer?
sister's. That was
I
my
got
sister's.
a big weed stash, pocket full of cash. Just seen a big old ass. It's Saturday. Diggy, iggy, ooh, ooh. That one.
Have you heard the
Give me a
song that
flag.
goes like "Use a hoe"? Oh, use a hoe. You hear that one?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of
Take
that.
a hoe to a hotel. Okay, yeah, I don't do
Not a
that
big fan of
either.
that.
I respect.
Not a
women.
big fan.
But my girl
Right.
Valentina beat ass. So
I was gonna ask you guys any other fights on that card that you were like, boom, shout out to them. Alex, you go.
Valentina, she looked
What's up?
great, man.
So that fight, yeah, that one's cool. Like
Robbery.
She was gonna win no matter what. Like I already knew that. The fight that was really cool to me was watching Tim Means do work on Mike Perry, bro.
Yeah, Timmy, the dirty bird.
Bro, what happens to Mike Perry? Like, clearly the guy is struggling with some mental health issues and life issues right now. And the UFC. Just,
Hey, you better watch out. He's gonna come beat our asses.
I'm trying to
fight
say,
us.
like, I'm curious. I forgot who was talking about this. I thought it was interesting. It's like, do you drop fighters that you can tell that are struggling too, and it kind of affected their fight, or do you keep them on and you have some kind of like something at the PI, kind of like a mental, or like, I don't know, like the UFC provides something to get fighters back on track that are dealing with some shit. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I forgot who brought that up.
I think they'll keep Mike Perry around because he's like
exciting
the
fighter.
showman fighter. So he'll
Yeah.
win a couple and he's gonna lose a couple. He'll never be champ, but he's he'll bring
Damn.
exciting fights. That's just truth. I mean, he's in welterweight division, bro, and he's talking about
Yeah.
going up to middleweight. I mean, middleweight's gonna be even harder for him. So, but if he can stay at, I mean, he's a fun fighter, I should say. So it's I'm sure he'll
Yeah.
be around for a little bit. But also, what I do want to mention is I literally called the Caitlin Chukagian fight to the T with Cynthia Calvillo. Just saying.
Not Nick. Not Nick. 'Cause Nick is afraid to say her name, so he chose Calvillo. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
that's the reason why.
He's like, I don't want to say I want to choose her, but I don't want to fuck this up on the show.
Call her
All right.
Special K.
All right, guys. Next fight card, which was this past weekend, UFC on ESPN, Smith versus Clark. Anthony Smith getting the win. Is he back, or do you give him another top 5, top 10, or do you give him some of these guys that just to build his confidence back up? Alex, you go first.
I don't know, because here's the thing with his last fight, his last fight at light heavyweight, he was talking about how small he felt.
He fought rack kick, right?
Yeah, he's like, I was like a
Rick
whole weight class. It felt like I was a whole weight class under and shit like that. But the thing with him is like he's beat some top light heavyweights too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know. For him, I want to see him fight one more time. Probably someone like, I don't know. Maybe.
Are you suggesting he go to 185? Is that what?
No.
Oh,
I want him to get another light heavyweight fight before like like a title fight or even like a top 3. Maybe like Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker's ranked number 9. He's a big dude, and he was talking about how he felt small against Ratchik, whatever. So like give him Johnny Walker, see if he can like, get some more strength.
that's a good fight.
And stuff.
Mhm.
And if he can beat that, then I'll be like, all right, because I think Anthony Smith's actually really good. So I mean, I think he can be champ. It's just like I thought he wasn't even gonna do light heavyweight because he's talking about how small he felt. So
Interesting.
who knows? Yeah, I wouldn't want to see him. Maybe Johnny Walker, I think, is the fight that I want to see him in.
Nick, what do we do with Anthony Smith?
I think Thiago Santos is a good fight
Yeah.
Oh,
because
yeah.
that dude's coming off a loss.
So you're saying just give him a name again?
And Thiago Santos beat him at middleweight.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it's a revenge
Rematch.
match.
Yep.
But yeah, I think I think it was good that he got a W against a guy who's probably was he ranked the guy that he fought?
Yeah.
Was he?
I think,
Devin
I
Clark?
think he was. I think he was like
Devin
ranked
Clark,
like
that's right.
15 or some shit like that.
Oh, not top 10 though. Not top 10.
I don't know. So yeah, I think he should probably fight if that's the goal for him, right? If I'm assuming that's what it is. He's trying to get back to the title and try to get closer to that. So I feel like a win was good for him, but I think he probably needs to go to a higher ranking guy. So probably like a Thiago Santos. That'd be a fun fight to watch. I think that's a good draw too. That'd be good for a fight night or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then really quick before we move on, I want to give a shout out to Miguel Beza. I think that guy.
Dude, that guy's
He's on a
fucking
streak.
stud.
He's undefeated right now, undefeated in the UFC as well, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, they give
His
him
coach
another-
is good.
Yeah.
Who's
I
his
remember
coach?
his name is
Gleason.
Kevin Gleason. He's like a really dope
Kevin Gleason.
boxing coach in Miami. And I remember seeing him on his stories all the time. And I think this is like when he was fighting amateur still, Miguel Baeza.
Wow.
And that fool and it was crazy to see him in the UFC because I was like, oh shit, that's the guy. And to see him how well he's doing and how technical he is, that kid's gonna be a problem, man. He's legit. He looks really good, especially what he did to Matt Brown in that last fight. That was fucking crazy.
That is pretty crazy. I think it was TKO, right?
Dude, I think he KO'd him stiff. I think that was a bad
gave him a
knockout.
stiff.
And Sato's legit too.
And speaking of KO'd stiff, I take you to uncles fighting at a party. Uncle Mike Tyson and Tito Roy Jones Jr. go at it. Alex, did you watch this fight card?
I did actually. I watched it.
On a legal stream. Yep, we know.
100%. I wasn't spending no $50 on that shit.
I said legal stream. You did. You did pay the $50.
Nah, honestly, because I had a lot of people come into the shop asking me about it. It was pretty good for two 50-year-olds boxing. I thought it was pretty good. It was fun because
It was definitely fun. Yeah.
growing up, I was too young to really know what was happening when Mike Tyson was like surging and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool. It was cool to be able to see him live do a boxing fight.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like,
It was surreal.
no, no, I was just thinking like, because when we all first heard about Mike Tyson getting back in the ring, and we saw all those clips of him and Rafael Cordero, and like banging on those mitts, but then to see him in person, I will say this though, to see him his full body and his legs, it was a little like, yeah, he's older. Because like when you edit it as a highlight with music and like close up, popping those pads, like, oh shit, Mike's back. But then you get to see the actual fight, like, okay, they still got it, but like they're clearly in their 50s. Like Mike with his legs, just like kind of the upper body still had the power, but it kind of looked like, okay, that's
you could tell that was the only thing everything's changed, but the biggest thing that's changed is like his feet movement.
Footwork was very slow.
He's not as fast on his feet, but he looked pretty fucking good for not boxing for 15 years, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Roy Jones Jr. just boxed like 3 years ago. So he looked pretty damn good for 15 years of being off. And he didn't even train boxing. Remember, he said he didn't want to do any of that because it brought him to his old self. So that was pretty good for being off for 15 years.
So Nick, what do you think about Roy Jones Jr.? Like a couple beginning of those rounds, he was doing that footwork, no look.
Dude, he looked good, man.
You kind of do you do a similar thing. You do the thing where you like jab and you just walk the other way. Come on.
Nah,
You're
I
a
don't
little
look
bit of
as
Roy
good
Jones.
as Roy, but
You're Roy Jones.
dude, Roy is fun to watch. Even I don't care if he's 50, man. He's still fun to watch.
That was
and
fun,
he moves
yeah.
really well. And it was a trip to even watch them fight, But my favorite part was like that little interview that they had afterwards. They were like kind of talking, and it's just cool, man, because it's like they were supposed to fight, and they're older dudes, and they're still legends. You know what I mean? So it was a little kind of bittersweet because you're like, man, it would have been crazy to see them fight in their prime, but it's still dope to see them fight.
I love when
I love the respect between them. Sorry.
No.
That was it.
Yeah, keep
No, I
saying
was
sorry.
gonna
I'm
say-
sorry. No, I'm sorry.
No,
No,
I'm
I'm sorry.
sorry, bro. I was just gonna say it was funny, like when the interviewer was like, Roy, like everybody was worried about your power. Mike Tyson's like, why everybody worried about him? No one worried about me.
Not me.
He's like, he just boxed 3 years ago. I haven't boxed in 15 years. I could get hurt too.
I heard there was one headline that they took from Roy Jones' post-fight press conference, and the headline was "Everything he threw at me hurt." That's all he said, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, I fucking would imagine."
Dude, those body shots.
Like
I got a
bro, the
question
body
for you
shots.
guys. I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Body shots looks like he was throwing. Do you think he was holding back though on the head?
I can't tell because I know they had a promise to the commission like we're doing a hard spar, but like I mean, are they really gonna pull back?
There
on
was
this
just
shit?
some times when Mike was throwing at his head, like I could just tell. If to me in his face looked like he wasn't throwing with knockout intention.
He definitely threw to the body way harder than he did to the head.
100%.
For sure.
When he was throwing to the body, you can see his whole like mad face and shit like that. But when he was throwing to the head, he didn't look like that.
Body's fair game. And I feel like they both have a mutual respect for each other, and they know that, like, look, bro, like we're both fucking 50. This is a quote unquote exhibition. So yeah, we're gonna fight, but we're not gonna like because they're at such a high level that they could do that. You know what I mean? That they could kind of like control certain punches to the head. And I feel like that's cool.
And
I'd
people that
watch
are
that more. You know,
people that are mad that
it.
it's a draw. It's like you got to remember that they didn't even want it to be officiated. So of course they're like, all right, we're gonna do a decision. It's a draw. No one won. I'm like, of course it's gonna be a draw.
They already said they weren't going to score it, so that was just more for fun. Like people need to relax. And
they had 2 belts made. So what did you expect was gonna happen?
the fact that there's 2 belts.
Yeah.
One of them was the BMF title.
You know who seemed older than both of them combined was the damn guy interviewing. I don't know why he like every time he asked a question. So Mike, how do you feel? I feel good.
Also,
So Roy Jones, it's like, bro, get a better make Izzy do that part. Jeez.
that guy
Did you guys like the rap performances? That was
worst
probably my
thing
favorite
ever.
part. Fights were okay. Rap performances, my
the rap
favorite.
performances? YG was out there like, blah. I was like,
I didn't see that. I think I missed the YG one.
Honestly, we didn't.
blood walk.
Here's the best thing about that, other than the fight itself. I think the way that he set up the ring for this was dope. Like the screens in the back, and then it would go to black, and then it would just be all white.
It looked like the old Japanese. What's it called?
Pride.
The old Japanese fights. Pride.
It looked like an old Japanese.
Japanese. Yeah, racist.
Nick, whoa, dude.
Whoa, dude, my bad.
That was heavy, dude. That was.
Are we
heavy.
recording?
I think we are, buddy. Also, guys, the co-main event, which Jake Paul KO'd the slam dunk champion, who clearly did not train.
Bro, they kept bringing up they kept bringing up the former slam dunk champion, like that was gonna fucking help him, dude. You know, like
Dude, that hype, yeah.
I was talking
So
to my
ridiculous.
friend the day.
Jake Paul can box. I'll say that. Yeah.
he looks good, bro. I
talking to
remember.
my
I think
friend.
he's a better boxer than Logan.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend the day before the fight. He asked me what I think's gonna happen. I was like, "This is how this fight's gonna look. You ready?" I was like, "Nate Robinson is going to just rush in, start sneaking, and keep grabbing him." He's like, "You really think so?" I was like, "Jake Paul has boxed before. Hasn't boxed like actual pro people, but he has boxed and he's training forever."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I met somebody that said that they work with Nate. The only time he started training was when this fight was announced.
Yeah. And that's
like,
the
so
worst thing you could do.
You think that he's going to be able to beat someone that's been training for over a year now consistently?
Couple of years, yeah.
It's not going to work.
And who's had fights under his belt, like
Yeah.
multiple fights, right?
He's fought once, and it was against some YouTuber who literally looked like that one kid at PAX fight that was like this.
Oh yeah.
It's the same kid.
So that's the only thing. Like he looked, Jake Paul looked good. When they were giving him too much credit, I felt like let him fight someone that fights. And then like Dylan Dennis, DC was talking about this today. Honestly, I was talking to my friend, and there was somebody at the shop saying, "Oh, Dylan Dennis beats his ass in boxing."
No, he doesn't, dude.
way,
I was like,
bro.
I was
way.
like, bro, look, I'm not a huge fan of either of them, but Jake Paul,
Technically, just looking at it
his
technically.
striking, I was like, Dylan Dennis does not have striking, bro.
Dog, if
Does
I
not
put
have striking.
if we train Gilbert for 6 months, I bet
can fight Dylan down.
I bet he beats Dylan Dennis.
I also love how
in a
I'm the
boxing
fucking
match.
example. Okay, maybe we use Jason Chen, huh?
No, I think I think you would smash him. But that's,
Jason
I'm not saying
Chen.
I don't think you're terrible. I just feel like you have way better technique. You have a better eye for it. Dylan Dennis. Like he's a fighter for sure, but like his stand up is
He
Dude.
needs to be able to take you to the floor.
it's bad, bro. It's
What's
really
that?
bad.
What's that fight he did at Bellator where he won, but it was just like the weirdest stand up? It's like almost like he's never sparred before.
He tried to make this whole promotional video like, look at the jab, step back, counter jab. I'm like, it didn't land though. It literally didn't land when you threw your jab. So I'm like, you're using this to promote your stand-up.
He is a very high level jiu-jitsu guy.
Hell yeah.
But let me coach you a little bit, Dylan. Let me just
NickTheAir.com, baby.
I got you.
But back to what I was saying, I was like, if he fights Dylan Dennis in a boxing fight, I mean, he's probably. I actually would choose Jake Paul over Dylan Dennis just because.
100%. 100%.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
But my whole thing is,
Fuck
if
you.
the issue is he went pro immediately and got to fight two people that were handpicked for him that he was gonna win. So I just felt like they're giving him way too much credit. Like they're like, oh, see, he's about that life. Boxing ain't. I'm like, bro, he hasn't fought a boxer though. Give him a boxer.
I think
But,
you
dude,
leave it at him just fighting YouTube people and like celebrities.
Yeah.
Like, just leave it at that. It brings more eyes to stuff like this.
You see all the basketball players saying like, "Oh, I want to fight this fool."
They'll all get wrecked. I'm telling you, they'll get wrecked.
If you need a like, if
They
you're
don't
starting
train.
from zero, you
Yeah,
need
they
at
do.
least a year. You
But
need at least a year.
They all think they can fight. They all do that world star style where when anyone knows how to fight, they like do the. It's the
See,
stuff.
the thing about Nate Robinson is that like if he had a little longer time, I think like even for how long he's had to box, like 3 months, he still did pretty good. Like he got
landed a
knocked
couple.
out fucking cold.
He landed a couple.
But it was also like you could tell his mindset going into the fight wasn't where it needed to be.
Fuck no.
100%. Like he wasn't ready mentally to
Bro.
be able to fight. And
When
when he
he-
was walking out, he didn't look very confident. He looked like he knew he was going to get beat up.
I don't know, man.
To me, at least.
I think that when he wait the second round, I forgot the second KO or knockdown, he got up and the
was
guy's
like
like, "Do you
3
want to
knockdowns,
do you want to continue?" He's like, "Fuck yeah!" He just looked like he didn't, he's like, "Shit, can they just like stop it?" Like, and then
Yeah.
boom. Face plant, and then the fact that he put
He was
that
also-
tweet out. I'm doing this for my NBA brothers. I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for Jesus Christ.
He's also
Bro.
10, and he was 10 pounds lighter than him. Jake
Yeah.
Paul looked so much bigger than him. I'm like, obviously this fight is handpicked for one person to win, and that person won.
But
Like, I
Nate
was
called
telling-
him out. Nate called him out.
I know, but of
Yeah.
course, like Jake's gonna be like, yeah, I'll fight him. That'll be my next pro fucking. Bro, he's a pro.
I wonder how
insane
much he
to
got
me.
paid for that.
He got pay-per-view. He brought people to that show.
He's a pro boxer. It's so insane to me. And his
But they're not-
first two pro fights are fucking a YouTuber.
That
and
doesn't mean anything because you know why they did the
he
first
lives in
one.
a
It's
bubble, bro.
it's celebrity boxing, but except
Yeah.
that he just trains for it. That's
But
all
then
it is.
say celebrity, you're not pro, bro. Fuck that bullshit, bro.
Dude,
That's
I
like
want to see
me going
Alex.
pro
Call him out
and-
right now. Tweet it right now.
I would
Tweet Jake Paul.
fight Jake Paul immediately. I
know you would.
fuck. But my whole thing is like, I don't know. I had some guy in the story a couple days ago talking about, oh, I'm thinking about just going pro, and his friends are like, no, you need to go amateur. You need to get the experience. Explain all this type of shit, right? And the guy's like, I don't know. I'm pretty fundamentally sound. I think I can go straight pro. And then the guy asked me, and I'm just like, I was like, I don't know, bro. I kind of agree with your friend. I was like, I haven't seen you strike. I'm not saying you're bad. I'm not saying you're good though, because I haven't seen it. I was like, but probably should do some amateurs. I was like, I don't know if you've heard of Andy Ruiz, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, his amateur record was like 104 before he started his pro boxing career. I was like, so he went into 0-0 pro boxing with over 100 fights. I was like, you go pro immediately, especially at heavyweight, you might get someone like that. I was like, you can't be too overconfident just because you feel like you can hit hard and shit. I'm like, I don't know.
What was his
bruh.
name?
I don't even know.
Junior Dos
I
Santos.
was like, nah.
It was
He asked-
Junior Dos
and I was
Santos.
telling him too. He's like, if you had a choice, I'm like, I'll go amateur immediately. Why the fuck would I go pro right away? Like it makes no sense.
So just really quick recap of the Mike Tyson and Roy Joe Jr. card. Everyone, on the count of three, give thumbs up or thumbs down. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. So see, like all this kind of legacy fighting, all this, we're entertained. We have nothing to do during pandemic.
I'll stream all of it,
I
you
say
know what I mean?
let them happen, but maybe throw some like real fights on there. Give those guys some love.
The best
There was
fight
real
was
fights.
Badou Jack.
Yeah,
Badou Jack.
That was such a good fight. And then after that, I kind of slowly like was in and out of watching it, but that fight was great.
And what makes this okay with me,
He looks
it's
so
not
good.
like the other KSI shit, and it's a big event. At least Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. are actual like boxers, you know?
Legends, yeah.
So they're like actual boxers. So it's not like some weird ass random ass like celebrity style shit. It's for real boxers fighting fighting each other.
Yeah. Speaking of weird ass fights, let's bring us Alex. What's that? The We Out Here morning news. You guys were just talking about weird ass fights. I want to share something with you guys really quick. Let me move it over here, and then let me share screen. Let's technical difficulties. Boom. So this was a 529-pound man versus a 139-pound woman in a fight, and I believe this is Russia. So let's watch this together.
And that looked like me, kind of, huh?
Can you guys hear the sound?
Yeah, we can hear it.
I'll lower it.
You think she likes the color red?
Hell yeah.
You think Alex can change his lights to her fight?
Oh, you know, I heard about this promotion. This is the promotion that Khabib just bought.
No way.
No.
What is this? Look at this.
I saw the finish and it looks fucking hella staged, yo. Like,
hell yeah. Well, no, the guy's a blogger. That's what I read.
He's a blog. He's not having a fight. I think he said he's a blogger.
You know, he's a blogger.
he's the blob from X-Men.
Hey, when it was at this point though, I was kind of nervous for her. I'm like, bro, he might like break her neck.
You can crack her neck. I don't even know how this is legal. Let's just get.
Hey, she looks stronger than fucking.
Wait, how did she get him down?
Watch. It was like
he falls, he hits her, or she hits him, and he just
kind of like
down.
it looks.
Wait,
like
was this
AKA after he held her when he let go, he probably couldn't breathe to save his life because he's so out of shape, and just fell on the floor and let her fucking beat the shit out of him until he tapped out.
Yo, what's up with your internet, man?
That's not me. It's you.
Look at that guy. Oh shit.
It is kind of like Alex. If Alex was like not healthy, it's the swag. The swag.
What?
It's the Alex swag though.
This
Alex
looks
would be
nothing like Alex.
The
This looks
swag.
nothing like Alex.
But here it is.
Alex got more swag. He's like, oh shit. Oh.
That's real. I think he went down.
Yeah, I mean, she's hitting him though. You know, like she like hitting him right there.
Yo, if that was a turkey, give me the leg. Ooh, that's a good leg.
Bro, that guy's so
fat marbling,
bro.
So wait, hold on. What the heck was that?
Why are we even covering this, dude? This is ridiculous.
No, because why does Khabib
That's
own
worse
that?
than Jake Paul.
He doesn't own it. He doesn't
You
own
just
it.
said he did.
That's a joke. It's called a bit. You ever heard of it?
All right, guys, link it below for Nick's comedy masterclass. Jesus, that was comedy. What do you guys think? I feel like I don't know how that's legal. I really don't know how that's legal.
Russia. That's how. It's
That's
legal.
why. Yeah, that's why.
All right, guys. Another piece of news. We have Dana White confirms plans to meet with Khabib Nurmagomedov in
What?
Abu Dhabi. On Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
And Khabib put a Instagram post out, and he had a picture of him and Dana White, and all it said was, "See you soon at Dana White."
Ooh.
What's going on here, man? I thought we were retiring. I thought we were pulling ourselves out of the USADA pool. Nick, tell me what's going on. Alex, be ready to tell me what's happening. Nick, go for it.
I think it's not for what we think. I don't think he's going to make a comeback. I think he wants to talk about, from what I heard, it was something, it's based off him buying the a big MMA organization in Russia, and he's going to call it like Eagles MMA or something like that. And then I think what he wants to do is create like a feeder system to the UFC. I'm pretty sure that's what they're trying to do, but that's what I would imagine that's what it's about. Because I really don't think Khabib wants to fight. He's like, I have goat, I have chicken, I don't want to fight. And I feel like, you know, if you got goats and chicken, you don't want to fight, bro. For him, he's like, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, if you have goat and chicken, open a Chipotle.
Bro, if you
Alex,
got-
what do you think?
He has some birria.
I think he's going to talk to Dana White to tell him that he needs to be promoting Islam Makhachev.
That's what he flies all the way to Abu Dhabi for.
Bro, that's his brother, so he would do that for him.
You think that's really what it's about? You don't know? So no one in
think he
this
fights.
Zoom,
Bro,
no one in the
here's-
Zoom room thinks he's gonna fight.
Here's the thing. The only person he fights is GSP. I just don't understand. I don't want to see that
I think
fight.
that fight's dead.
Yeah, like
He's coming back
Khabib-
for Michael Chandler.
no, he's not.
Dude,
Michael Chandler's
imagine
not,
he goes
Michael
back for
Chandler's
that.
not even gonna fucking get to the top 3, bro. He's okay.
So you really think? Wow. So wait, you really think it's to promote Islam? Come on, dude. Why is he
I think
meeting him?
I think it's just maybe he's gonna be an ambassador for the UFC in Russia.
Okay, that makes sense.
To like try and like help promote UFC more out in Russia or something like that. But who fucking knows? I don't think he fights.
What it is.
I don't think he fights. I don't think he fights again. I think he's done. Like me and Nick said, I think Dana White's punishing Conor McGregor, not giving him the title for this fight, and he's just making Khabib's the champ. And right after this fight, I bet you anything, right after the Dustin and Conor fight, then the title's going to be up for grabs.
Wow. All right, there you guys have it.
Winner fights Justin Gaethje for the title.
Yes, sir. And
But then
I think that's what it is.
Then an 8-spot playoff with Michael Chandler. All right, guys. Kevin Holland, a fight announcement we were talking about earlier in the week. Jacare will be fighting Kevin Holland and is added to the UFC 256, which is a beautiful fight added to the main card. So I think the story, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, is that originally it was Hermansson versus Souza. Souza had to pull out, then Hermansson and Holland were paired, then Holland had to pull out. So basically they all just kind of switched.
Everyone's getting COVID, I think.
Yeah.
I think Kevin Holland got COVID.
No, Kevin Holland
he
got
did
COVID.
get COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Okay, don't get mad at me. Fuck, dude.
I don't know why you're repeating the obvious, but that's fine. Do you guys like this fight? I can't believe Kevin Holland. I feel like he's getting a step up, not in ranking number, but in like life.
I think it's a harder fight than Joker was for him.
Really?
100%.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Souza?
Jacare? This guy?
Yeah. Bro, I can't watch that shit.
I do this one.
Bro.
I like when he crawls, the lizard crawl. He looks really good when he does that.
Bro,
And I'm just looking at
Jacare
his
looks
butt
like
the whole time.
He looks like an actual alien, bro. He doesn't look like a human.
His eyes are really close. He looks Chinese, honestly.
Bro,
he looks like a Chinese Brazilian.
He looks
guy.
like an old, like, you found him in the Mongolian hills, like in
You know
some
what?
random hut.
He literally,
What?
he literally, whoa,
Relax, dude.
He literally,
Jesus Christ.
he literally looks like an alligator. He looks like a crocodile.
Fucking alien, bro.
Do you remember
We found him on some random hut.
remember the bad guy in Spider-Man who was a crocodile? What's his name?
Yeah, Dr. Lizard.
That's what he looks like.
Bro, he looks like a straight up alien, bro. I'm not even lying to you.
Literally, my question was, do you like the fight? And you guys attack this man's heritage
Let's
and
talk
his
about
race.
his nipples.
Those are so small and so far apart.
Yeah.
It's like Nick's.
No, my nipples are kind of big and they're off center. One's looking up, one's looking down.
Dude, I have 4 hairs on mine. I don't
Bro,
know.
he
Hey, bro,
looks
get
like
less tabs on your browser.
extra
dude.
trash, zero person.
Get less tabs and open.
Does
more
Kevin
windows.
Holland beat Jacare? What are we doing here?
I think so.
Oh, Alex doesn't think so.
I think so.
It's just a hard fight, I think. I think he can win, though. My thing is Kevin Holland does get taken down. And the person, I mean, I know Joker is really good at jiu-jitsu, but I mean, this is Jacare, my guy.
Another level, man.
So I'm just like, I'm nervous that he's going to get taken down and get submitted. But I think Kevin Holland, because we have seen Jacare be getting in a lot of like scraps recently in his recent fights. If he can keep it standing, I think he wins that fight all day.
So Jacare in his last few fights,
He lost, right?
he beat Chris Weidman, lost to Gastelum, beat Brunson, aka
Yellow hair.
Cisco,
You skipped
yellow hair.
Jan. You skipped Jan and Jack.
Yeah, I'm getting there, bro. Jeez. And then
there.
Jan,
Weird order.
he
but
lost to Jan, and then this is in the year that it was. This is in the order of the years, and then he lost to Hermansson in 2019. So by
He's due
theory,
for a win. Due for a
I
win.
do think he's a harder matchup. I mean, he's an easier matchup for.
So
I
here,
see.
here's what I think. I think they both got. I think Joker got a harder fight, and Kevin Holland got a harder fight with this because
Good.
now Joker has to fight Martin Vettori, who is
Bro,
really good.
He's really good. He's the dark horse in the 185.
Bro, he fought Izzy to a decision, and
Yep.
it was pretty close.
Mhm.
So, I mean, Martin Vettori's pretty good, bro. So I
And
think,
what is he? I think he's on a 3-fight win streak too, right?
yeah, and he
Great
looks
fight
Since
win
good.
streak.
since
Izzy fight.
the
Izzy
yeah,
fight.
since the Izzy. So, bro, Vettori, like he's very strong. He's very well rounded. I feel like he's gonna give, what's his name, a hard time,
Yeah.
Hermansson. So we'll talk about that in the
Well-
quick fix. Am
Well,
I
that
right?
leads us to our quick pick picks with Alec Acosta and Nick the Ear Sanchez. All right. So who has
Nick
Marvin
Sanchez.
and who's Jack? Go.
Marvin.
I got Marvin. Oh,
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
I have
Jinx,
the
you owe me a
Joker, bro.
peso.
Joker, baby. Joker all day. You think
feel
Marvin
like-
really
I
knocks
feel
him
like-
out? What's the deal with that?
I don't know if he knocks him out. Actually, he could. I feel like he's more well-rounded, and I feel like he's strong enough and big enough and technical enough to stop the takedowns. And I feel like he could piece him up on the feet. I think that's probably Hermansson's weakness, right? If you're fighting Hermansson, that's probably the key to victory is keep it standing. And so I feel like I think he could do that.
Alex.
What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, I honestly, just because it's short notice, like I feel like Martin Vettori is probably gonna go in there and try and take him out. I think he can knock him out straight up. His striking on his last fight looked good. He looked good his last couple fights, bro.
And that was a tough fight too.
He's like one of the only people to not get finished by Izzy, so you know he's fucking tough. I don't know. I think Kevin Holland was a better fight for Jack Hermansson. I think Martin Vettori eventually was gonna be up in this spot. And now he just got to skip a lot of people. So I think Martin Vettori wins. I want to say, I'm just going to have to say decision because I don't know if they're going to knock each other out or anything. But I think Martin Vettori can keep it standing. Jack Hermansson's tough, but I think he'll outstrike him all day.
And I think for it's actually Marvin. Oh, fuck. We've been fucking his name up.
But hey,
for Marvin,
I'm a fan of him 100%.
For Marvin, I feel like he's a nobody really wants to fight him because he's a really tough fight and he's a little lower on the rankings. So I feel like for a lot of people, they're like, I'd rather skip that. So I feel like for him, he's had a hard time getting fights. So he's probably amped that he's finally getting someone in the top 5, right? Or top.
Y'all stupid. Joker all the way. So Michon. All right. Quick picks, guys. Make these next ones. Let's just go through the main card. And OSP versus Jamahal Hill. Alex.
OSP.
Yeah.
OSP.
I'm gonna
Didn't
be
I say? What did I say?
too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm choosing my pick.
Oh,
OSP.
I thought you were saying. I was like, did I say GPS?
GPS.
I'm saying
Bro,
like
OSP
OSP,
looked good in his last one too, man. He looked. I think he's.
So Nick, speak up. Talk about OSP. You want him or what?
I think I want him. I think I want him. I think I want him to win.
Hey, my dad doesn't really watch the fights, but I've been getting him into them, so he's been watching them, right? And last time Jamal Hill fought, he sends a picture to me and my brother Michael. It's just a picture of this guy's chest. My dad goes, "What? Why the hell would you get these tattooed? And they're so bad." Because he has like the 2 thumbs up like this on his fucking chest, but it's horrible. Have you seen those pictures?
No.
Jamal Hill. Look at his picture. He has 2 thumbs up like this, and they look horrible. My
Picture
dad
right
just random texted me. He's like, these guys' tattoos are horrible. Why would he get these?
Your dad randomly texted you that. He's just looking up funny. He probably found a blog.
He was
funny.
he was watching his last fight because he started watching fights now.
That's
so
cool.
he saw that and he was like, why would he get those tattoos? Those are horrible.
Show him Brock Lesnar. All right, guys, women's flyweight, Montana De La Rosa versus Talia Santos. I'm gonna go with Santos on that.
I'll go Oven St. Preux for this one. I mean, I'll go De La Rosa.
De La Rosa's a really good wrestler.
She's solid.
All right, where we at the next fight, light heavyweight, Roman Dolidze versus John Allen RT.
Roman.
Probably, yeah, man. John Allen RT, dude. Real good jiu-jitsu guy.
No, he's not. He's definitely a striker. He used to be a kickboxer, and I like him because he's got 3 names. Do your research. All right, guys, we got a feather fight. Go ahead.
Roman was training partners with John Jones, I believe, or one of the big fighters. And he has knockout power. And he didn't even want to be a fighter, but he's like, I'm good at this. They keep bringing me in to train with all these people. I'm real good. He's like, so I might as well do it. Bro, he went in there and knocked the fuck out of his last fight. He's big as fuck too, bro. He's a pretty good person for light heaveveight.
All right.
I thought you were gonna say he's a pretty good person, and I'd be like,
Pretty
oh,
good
man,
person.
You know what? I'm gonna go Roman then.
All right, but what about featherweight with Mosvar Ebu? I can't even. What are these names? Say that name.
Evulev.
Mosvar Evulev versus Nate Landwehr.
You know what? I'm just not. For some reason, I'm not a fan of Nate Landwehr, bro. I've seen him fight twice already. He's won both fights. Just not a fan. So I think
What don't you like about him? Why don't you like Nate?
I don't, dude. Just like I think the way that I don't know.
Dude, it's his face. It looks like Michael Shannon, right? That's why.
I don't know, bro.
Looks like Michael Shannon.
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
just
he
not a
looks
fan.
he looks like he murders people.
He's a good fighter though, but it's just something about him. I don't know. I this other guy's undefeated. He's from Russia, and he's a good striker. So I got the other guy.
His
Well, I got
nickname's
the-
the Train.
I got the other guy. He won his last 3 fights in the UFC, and he's legit because he's from obviously Russia and only 26 years old.
Landwehr has you know what he looks like? He looks like the Red Skull from
Yeah.
Captain America.
He only
You know
beat.
what I mean?
He's beat.
Very
he beat
defined
Darren
right here.
Elkins. I think he beat Darren Elkins. If I'm
Yeah,
not
but like
mistaken.
Connor said, who the fuck cares about Darren Elkins? Come
He's
on.
never said that.
Yes, he has. Heavyweight. Let's do one quick fight here. Your boy, Ian Valiantes and Jake Collier-Tutus.
I feel like this is a fight made for Gian to win. Because Jake Collier is like, he's been around, you know, but
They're both
I
kind
feel
of like they're both kind of like journeymen.
they both got really big.
Yeah, they're both like people that were just like, I'll fight if it's there, I guess. But I'm
But
like,
Collier, bro, he got destroyed in his last fight.
destroyed.
He
He died. I think he died.
He got wrecked, bro. And I don't remember him fighting for a while. Like, I don't remember fighting for a while. And then I saw him fighting Darren Till's boy. I forgot his name, the British cat.
yeah, the guy that looks like
I-
Frank Mir.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, I remember this fool. Last time I remember him fighting, he was at like 170 or like middleweight. Now he's fighting heavyweight, and he looks a little big. You know
He
what I
didn't
mean?
get
So-
heavyweight by weight training and stuff. He got heavyweight
Yeah.
by eating a lot of food.
Panda Express. What's your favorite dish?
Shout out to
there?
our sponsor,
Panda
chow
Express.
mein.
Express.
Ooh,
Chow mein and
mein.
orange chicken, baby. Let's get it.
Next
No,
time,
but
eat some rice. Huh?
John Vellante reminds me of like the really preppy kid that was at your high school that was always loud and like didn't have a backpack, just held his notebooks, right? And he just fights people. I think like I don't know how he's still in the UFC because I feel like he's lost so many times, but I mean he has knockout power. He almost knocked out that big ass guy that he fought last time, Maurice Smith. So
And that's a tough fight, dude. That was
Yeah.
a really tough fight. So I feel like this fight is more tailor made for Gian Vellante. So I'm gonna go Gian.
I'm surprised some of these fights on the prelims aren't on the main card.
Yeah,
Because like Gabriel Benitez versus
Yeah.
Justin Lanes, that's a good fight. Louis
Smoka? Come on.
Jose
Yeah.
Quinones.
Lewis Smoke was probably getting punished for not making weight because this
he-
fight got rescheduled. Remember?
Didn't he fight for a title at one point?
No, I think he was
No?
close.
No, he was really good and then got into the UFC and lost 3 straight. And I remember watching it because they have like, you know, after the fights, they have like the thrill and agony thing on the UFC
Yeah.
Fight Pass.
Mhm.
I remember watching him, and after he lost his 3rd one, he was like, bro, I'm 11-3 now. My fucking record sucks, bro. I need to fucking quit. I was like, damn.
He left the UFC, fought a
Yeah.
little bit, and then came back.
And now he's doing fine. He's doing fine. Another person to watch though for people is this guy named Jimmy Flick. He fought on the Dana White Contender Series. I watched it. That guy is really fucking good. And then there's a guy named Jordan Levitt. He's an African American guy that it's like a computer geek guy, and he talks really just like, you know, he's just like, you would never expect this guy to be a fucking fighter, but he's undefeated and he has really good fucking ground game.
Marcus
So I mean,
Brownlee.
that's another person to watch because he's fighting Matt Wyman, who's a vet. So that's another good fight. I'm honestly surprised the
The
prelims.
prelims
Or the
look better than the
prelims.
main card.
I know. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
I don't understand who put this card together and put these
They're,
other
probably,
fights on.
they're
the-
probably trying to promote some of these other guys. That's probably
Yeah,
what it
that's true.
is. But
That's true. I was like,
what they need to do is do a 500-pound guy versus a 100-pound girl. That's what they need to do on the main card. But
And guys, I hope that helped you with your picks.
Gilbert's like, can y'all stop fucking talking?
Oh my god, I didn't say that. The live chat saying that.
Gabby
Specific-
also said that too because she's like, fuck, bitch. Like, I'm gonna have to edit all this bullshit out.
when are we gonna do another live stream? Let's do another live stream because there's nothing
Guys,
else to do. 'cause
well,
it's
here's the
COVID time.
question. First question for the folks listening right now: do you want to see a live stream? Do you want us to watch the next pay-per-view or UFC Fight Night with you guys? Let us know in the comments. We'll do a live stream. We'll set it up. We'll have snacks. We'll have Jinx parties. We'll
have beer.
Yeah, we don't do beer, man. We're healthy.
I
We
just-
train.
People
Actually,
like to drink beer.
Us three
bro.
kind of like don't really drink that.
We don't
much.
really
I just
drink.
realized that.
But
Sorry,
we
guys.
both, all three of us, smoke a ganj. Am I right, guys? No.
And I gave some to you, and you threw it away. So.
Oh, I didn't, dude. Was it 3 years old? Yeah, but
Yeah?
it's fine. I still smoke
Was
it.
it owned by a celebrity? Yeah.
Yeah. Comment below which celebrity was belonged
Hey, you
to.
see that, Nick? I restocked, baby.
Hey.
You fell for the Pineapple Express movie.
Yeah, dude. It's not even
Promotion.
real
It's not
weed,
real
bro.
weed.
I know, but it smells good. It
Hooray.
tastes good.
That's just patchouli oil.
You know what tastes good? Our sponsor, Rain, Total Body Energy. Don't drink that other shit. Drink this shit.
Hey, you know what though? Rain is a lot better than Bang because Bang changed the formula for some reason, and there's a weird aftertaste. So Rain, it is, my babies.
All right, Rain,
it's
hit us,
the
hit us
best?
up. What? Panda Express.
Our other sponsor, Monster. Unleash the monster inside of you.
Is that
I
what
have
it
no
is?
idea.
Is that
I don't know.
Minotaur? All right, what's next, guys? What's the next subject?
Oh,
Oh shit! I didn't mean to hit that. Our next subject is we are done with this show. We love you guys
Forever.
We're quitting this show. Follow us on Instagram at We Out Here MMA. Let us know in the comments once again if you want to see us do a live stream. Also, we've heard people want this on podcast form, so I think what we're gonna start doing is just grabbing the audio from this, putting it on iTunes or your favorite podcast app, and you guys can listen to it in the car instead of watching it on YouTube's. What else would you do? Housekeeping. Oh, Alex, where can we follow you? And also, are you offering any services right now to help people lose weight?
you can follow me on Lift God on everything. Yeah, and if you want to get some like online strength training and that type of shit, just hit your boy up.
Hit your
And then
boy up.
And then if you want to get some online strength training, but also want to get some nutrition training, hit up nicktheear.com.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the plug. Thank you.
And also, if you just want recommendations of restaurants, hit me up.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He has great recommendations, actually.
They're all in
Great.
Pasadena, though, because everything else is closed.
But also, I would like to, if I could plug something really quick. In
Please do.
January, I will be launching an online training academy. So where we could talk nutrition, strength training. This is mostly geared towards beginners.
There you go.
But it's going to be the ins and outs of how to start ins and outs of how to start strength training and your nutrition programming as well.
I mean, his one shot, Alex, to do a plug for his new amazing academy.
I do
I chew on my tongue a lot.
January, which is the 01 of the calendar. I'm doing
Is that what I sound like?
nah.
You don't.
we
Guys,
do the whole podcast?
no, link right here for Nick's Academy. Check it out. Nick will give us information, but keep out your
It'll be
lookout.
launched in January, you motherfucker.
But he will be doing a code, I believe, for 10% off if you use the code We Out Here MMA.
Podcast, not show. All typed out, lowercase.
Yeah,
except for MMA, all caps. And also for fun, add an exclamation mark.
Also, this is the longest outro as well.
All right, guys, I'm Gilbert. We love you so much. Alex, hit us with a question so we can leave.
If you are going to put stopping power rounds in a gun,
Oh, new
which
question.
No,
New
not
question.
no.
Which gun are you gonna put it in?
Nick,
New
what's
question.
give us a question, not a freaking I forgot what the game is called.
Okay, no, I got a question.
Go.
If
All
right,
you're
go,
making
Alex.
tea, do you leave your tea packet in, or do you put it in and out, in and out, in and out?
And do you put stopping power on it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro, what song was that, dude?
that was Alex's other song.
You, baby.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, I have another question too. What are good
Quick.
What are good contact brands that you guys use? Comment below.
Let's go!